Okay, so just bear with me here for a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit technical here. So I just finished a project, and what this is I installed a 2-position changeover switch. I've had these little cheap Amazon-ish lights on the back end of my trailer, well I guess the front end of my trailer, for a while now. With my other truck, I had them hooked up to a separate wire that went underneath the truck. With my new truck, I didn't want to poke holes in the dash and make a new switch, and I wanted a little bit easier just to make, you know, a single plug. So what I did was I made it so that I pulled 3 wires off of here. I pulled a constant, I pulled the reverse wire, and then I pulled a negative. So if we look at the wiring diagram here, this should be the same as every other 7-pin socket that's out there on the market. You have a reverse pin that's powered in the center. You have your left and your right signal, which is also your brakes. You have a negative constant, a power constant, and then your running lights or your tail lights. So why did I put a changeover switch on it? Well, I did so because I wanted the ability to power these lights even when the truck is off, so long as it's plugged into the truck. And I also wanted it to automatically come on when I put it in reverse, and then shut off when I took the truck out of reverse. So right now in position 1, I have it so that it comes on with the reverse lights. In position 2, I have constant light on both sides, focus. And then if I go back to position 1, it goes back to my reverse lights being powered. So how did that work, and how basically what does the rotary 2-position switch works? Here's where we get a little bit complicated. Bear with me here. Okay, so here's where we get a little bit technical. So the 3 wires that I pulled from the trailer plug is a positive constant, a negative constant, and a positive on the reverse pin. So if we come over to here, we have 8 poles in that 2-position switch. So these are my 2 lights that I have. Obviously the power's been split and the negative's been split because I have 2 lights on here. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to put 2 powers in and 1 power out. So let's start off 1 circuit at a time. Let's go with a constant circuit. So we have power going in on the inside for pole 4, which switches over to out on pole 3. And then the negative constant is on pole 8, and then I just split it to go to pole 6 as well. So you have it split on the top side for the out, so you have positive positive, negative negative. And the reason why you can do that is because it's never going to backfeed, because when you switch positions on the rotary dial, you switch poles altogether. So 2 and 6, and then 4 and 8. If you don't split them, then you're just not going to complete the circuit once you switch everything over. So I don't know if that makes sense, if I explained it well enough, but there's all kinds of stuff you can look at in videos on how to do that. But this is just a basic setup of how you can provide both reverse lights and a constant light onto your trailer if you wanted to, by just using your existing plug and some extra spare wires. You do have to get this. This is a Amazon special. I think this was like 30 bucks shipped. It says it's good for 600 volt. I do not trust it past 12 volt. It is pretty cheaply made, but for 30 bucks, yeah, it works.